Welcome to my channel. Today we will be discussing about writing task 1, academic. So first of all, we will discuss about what is writing module. So yes, writing is one of 4 modules or files and is considered as most challenging part because students feel difficulty in getting ideas or generating ideas, right, and explaining the task. That is why this is considered as challenging part. So this module assesses ability of a candidate to generate a written response. Your writing ability in English is checked whenever you go for IELTS exam, right? So the writing may be academic for academic students, right? This will be academic. For the GT students, it will be formal, semi-formal, or informal in task 1, right? So it will depend upon the task, what type of task is it. Then you can divide the task into formal, semi-formal, or informal, or you can say academic, right? Then in writing task, there will be in writing module, there will be 2 tasks, right, of different expertise and length, right? Here you will get 60 minutes to complete both the tasks. So let's discuss about tasks in writing module. So in academic training, you will encounter 2 tasks, right? Task 1 is report writing, which you have to write in at least 150 words. So there may be 6 types of reports that we'll be discussing in further slides, right? Here the tone means the language that you will use will be formal only, right? So the task 2 will be essay writing. Here you have to write an essay in 250 words, right, minimum, and you will get a statement or question on which you have to write at least 250 words, right? There may be 5 types of essays, and again, the formal tone is used for essay writing as well. Moving to the general training means GT students, right? The task 1 will be different from the academic student. That will be letter writing, where the student has to write at least 150 words, right? The candidate will get one of 3 types of letter, right? So there are 3 types of letters in total. The tone may be formal or informal depending upon the task, right? Second task will be same essay writing. Here the student has to write at least 250 words. The types of essays may be 5, right? You will encounter any one type of essay, and the tone should be formal whenever you write essay in IELTS writing. Moving to the next slide. So we are going to discuss about writing task 1, academic, right? That is report writing. So here the student will have data, right? That is visible, right? There will be a statement where some data will be given. Sometimes there is no data, then you have to write task on key features only, right? So basically you have to highlight the key features of report, means the statement that is given to you in 150 words, and the paragraphs that you have to make here is at least 4, right? There must be at least 4 paragraphs in total. And you don't have to use any personal pronouns like I, we, you, they, right? These are not allowed in task one. Then you have to write what is mentioned in the task. Means you don't have to assume anything. You don't have to use assumptions or any previous knowledge that you have about the topic, but you have to mention but what is given in the task only, right? There are no assumptions allowed. Then the words should be formal only. Informal words or short form slangs are not allowed in task one. Correct? And you have to spend 20 minutes, means in 20 minutes you should complete your task one so that you can have enough time for task two as well. Next is structure of task one. So here you have to make at least 4 paragraphs, right, in total. First paragraph will be for introduction, right, where you will rephrase the statement in 1 or 2 sentences, right? After that comes overview. In that paragraph, you have to write 1 or 2 sentences, means you will summarize the task overview, right? So this overview can be written at the end as well, means the fourth paragraph can also be made for overview, or it can be at second place as well. After that, there will be body paragraphs, right? So if you're making 4 paragraphs in total, it means at least 2 paragraphs should be for body paragraphs, right? Where you will explain the information given in the task. And each paragraph may include 5 to 6 sentences, depending upon the length and depending upon the explanation, right? Next is types of task one. So whenever you will appear for IELTS test, you will face 6 types of tasks, right? So you will get any one type of them in the examination. First, it may be table, right? Second, bar graph. Third is line graph. Fourth is process. Fifth is pie chart. And sixth is map. So let's discuss about these in detail, how to solve these problems. First is table. So whenever you will solve the table or you will explain the table, you have to read the statement carefully, right? You can read it 2 or 3 times to understand it properly so that you can get proper information or you can understand what exactly is given in the task, right? Then try to analyze key features, main features, right? For example, if there are years given, right, months are given, or countries, cities are given, then these are the key information, right? So you have to highlight them or you can consider them whenever you will explain the task. Then you can plan the information, right, which you will write in each paragraph: introduction, overview, and BPs. After that, next point is introduction should be precise and relevant. You don't have to include anything which you know, right, previously. So these are not allowed in IELTS. You will write whatever is given in precise and relevant manner only, right? Then overall key feature or key information will be included in the overview, right? The trend, the pattern can be explained in the overview. Moving to the next one. So whenever you will see table, you can divide the data, right, given in the table and write down in at least 2 BPs, right? And the words, you know that there must be 150 words, and you should not repeat any type of sentence in task one, right? For example, you have this task: percentage of children with different educational problems in two primary schools. So here you have 2 years, 2005 and 2015. So you can divide the data either year wise, right? You can write about 2005 in BP1 and about 2015 in BP2, or you can go with the schools. School A in BP1 and school B in BP2, right? So in this way, you can divide the data and you can explain in two BPs. Next type that may be given in the examination is bar graph, right? So this is bar graph where you will see standing lines, right, in this statement. So here you will highlight the key features, right? You can do comparisons with the bars. Like there are two types of bars you can see in the picture, that the blue bars are showing 20 to 35 years, right? So this is club preferences by age group. So age group is 20 to 35 in blue bars, and 55 to 65 is shown in orange bars, right? So here you can use the data by showing the increase or decrease, or you can show more or less, right, in the information. For example, here you can say that the age group 20 to 35, right? So they are interested in gardening, right? So you can say that 25 members are interested in gardening. Then the number is increasing in activities, right? So arts and craft, till arts and craft, there is increase in interest, right? After that, there was a decrease in music and dance, and you can say after that in cycling, the trend again increased to 65, right? 65 people were interested in this activity. In contrast, the second age group, that is 55 to 65, you can say that this is showing the ups and downs, right? So first of all, it was 55 near about, then it decreased to 45, again it increased, right? After a downfall to 20, it showed a sudden increase to 50, right? And in cycling, there were least people, only 10 people were interested, right? So there are ups and downs in 55 age group, right? So precisely you can mention all the data, right, at least in 2 3 BPs. So it will depend upon the data. If there is huge data, then you can make 3 BPs, otherwise you can explain in 2 BPs only. Okay, next is line graph. So this is a picture of line graph. You will see lines, right? Like these are the axes. You can see the lines, right? In any direction, there may be some lines. So these are the lines, and the picture is of line graph. So here you can show the trend, right? Like upward trend, you can say, right? Or downward, or you can say stable. If there is least change, you can say stable, right? Fluctuating, you can say there are ups and downs. So this is fluctuating type of graph. So as per question, you can explain the data into two parts, right? For example, you can explain love marriages in BP1, as we have discussed earlier, and the arranged marriages in BP2, right? So you will explain the trend. From 20%, the people increased, right, in love marriages, and till 1990, you can say, or 2000, there were at least 80% people, right, who were interested in love marriages, right? Opposite to this, people were least interested in arranged marriages, right? In 2000, it was only 15%, right? The trend started from 65 and reached at 20, 15% only, right? So, like this, you can explain the lines into two BPs. Next is pie chart. So in the pie chart, you will have a circle, a round shape picture, right? That will be divided into different parts, and each part will show something, right? It may be a percentage, right? Or it may be share of anything, contribution of anything. So sharing or contribution of many categories will be there, right? Again, you can do the comparison here with the contributions of different sectors, you can say, or different categories, right? And you can show highest and lowest percentage as key factors. For example, here the highest is 29, right? And lowest is 4%. So these are the key features that can be explained in overview. And the other data you can explain in the two BPs, right? So how you can explain? You can say that near about 29%, that is one third, you can say, right? International students from China were interested in MBA programs in 2000, right? While the students were 7% less in Malaysia, right? After that, you can say that in Singapore and Hong Kong, almost the same percentage was found for MBA program, because there is only 1% difference. So you can say almost the same, right? And for these two, you can say that there was a 2% difference, or a difference of 2% was found in the students going for MBA programs in Indonesia and Thailand, right? So in this way, you can also use the variation and explanation in effective manner. Okay. So general tips, whenever you will go for task one, you have to follow these tips so that you can get good scores, right? First of all, you have to take care of GRA part. There should be proper tense, helping verb, prepositions, singular, plural, right? Upper lower case, adverbs, adjectives. So these things should be according to the task only. If the task is in past tense, then you will have to write past tense only. If it is in present, then you will use present. And if this is in future, then you can go with future tense, right? After writing each paragraph, you have to leave one line. This is a pattern of IELTS examination, that you should leave one line at least, right? After that, next is start from left indent, means left side. You should not leave margin or huge margin on left side. None. And the next point is that use of personal pronouns is not allowed in task one. You cannot use I, we, you, they in task one, right? Then whatever is given in the statement, you should write only that thing. You should not use any kind of information that is like possessed by you, right? If you have any information previously, then you cannot use that information in the question. For example, if you know that there is less rain in Australia, right? So you cannot say that there is less rain if the task is saying that there is huge rain. So you will not use any information from your own side. You will just write about the statement that is given there only, right? And try to use different type of sentences. As I explained you in pie chart, you can use different type of variations, right? So that you can show that you have ability to explain all things in different sentences, and you can get good scores as well. I hope these are the useful tips for you and you will also use these things in your examination. Thank you so much for listening to this. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you.